Hello. We all, as PR specialists, know the importance of personal brand and know how important it is to have a strong strategy and to have good advantages that are catchy to different clients and so on, and that will make you unique among other specialists. But as we are all people, accept advantages, we also have different minuses, weaknesses, and disadvantages. But it's not the end for the career. If you understand that you have disadvantage, you can always work with it, make from your disadvantage an advantage, and if it's not available to make that disadvantage into advantage, you can just understand in your head that you have such minus, and for example not to go into such situations where the disadvantage can be a real minus for you. Talking about myself, I also saw people have disadvantages that I like to tell you about. I suppose that one of most obvious of my disadvantages is my emotionality. I'm a really emotional person, and if something happens, I'll have reaction on it, and it's really hard for me and such emotional people as I, especially nowadays, because every day all over the world different things happen, and mostly they are not really happy, so we have to deal with it in any way. Um, Accept just emotional reactions for everything. Being emotional gives also several minuses. For example, sometimes you can't really control your emotions and you start laughing or crying, and people all around you don't even understand what is happening with you, why are you doing that, and what should they do, because they think that you need help you, but it's not really needed. What is more, sometimes when you are such emotional person, you don't even understand what is inside you and why you're crying or laughing, for example, and it's just happening. However, I know that mine was about myself for really long, so I think that it already became my advantage, and I can give you some advices if you have similar problems, what to do with that. Firstly, if you're an emotional person, you often see the situation when different emotions happen inside of you, and I suppose that you start understanding your emotions better. So it can help you in situations when your friends, colleagues, relatives, or even clients feel something. You can better understand their emotions, sometimes even better than them. Or you can build a career near emotions of persons, for example, to become a psychologist, and then you'll be able to help other people understand their emotions, give them advice what to do in different situations, and so on. What is more, if you are an emotional person, I suppose that you have special tips for your own self what to do. And people who are not so emotional and meet such situation for the first time can be shocked and even not to even not to know what to do, and you'll help them. What is more, except helping people to deal with their emotions in accept moment, you can just look onto people, see what they're thinking about something, and to read like from their face, from things that they do by their arms or any body language, and to understand what they really feel at that moment. And if you can in such a way read the truth about persons, it can also help you in really many situations, and you have a beneficial among them that you know a little bit more than others. Except using your emotions for better understanding other people, you can also understand yourself much better, and even to learn how to control them, how not to do things that you don't need, and to make all your decisions by your brain and not by your heart. Um, I suppose that's all I wanted to tell you about being too emotional. So listen to your heart and don't worry about minuses because we all have them, and every of you is really unique, and every your minus is your plus because it makes you yourself.